Hey guys, it's Logan Christopher from Superman Herbs, and today I want to talk to you about what I call the ultimate detox protocol because, well, this has actually been studied and it works better than just about everything else out there. It involves a little bit of a process, a few different tools and whatnot, but if you can do this, it's going to work just phenomenally great. In fact, they used it with people that have gotten fallout radiation, all sorts of heavy metal toxicity, and it really purges the body of these sort of things just about better than anything else out there. Now, this was first written about by L. Ron Hubbard, the famous science fiction writer who also founded a religion. You don't need to be a Scientologist in order to do this, and some people might think, oh, he created this, so they can't have any merit to it, but this has been studied, this has been used in Western medicine, all kinds of different things like that, so definitely worth looking at. It sort of centers around an infrared sauna. Now, any sort of sauna will certainly work for this, but specifically you do want infrared because this heat, which basically heats our cells from the inside out rather than any sort of other thermal heat having to come from the outside in. What this does is it triggers a lot more release of the fat-soluble toxins, and most of the really bad stuff that we get is in the fat-soluble family, not water-soluble. So here's the cool thing about the skin. Not a lot of people realize this. They think, oh, we're sweating, it's just water loss. But no, the skin, the largest eliminative organ of the body, can get rid of both water-soluble toxins and fat-soluble toxins. So that's very cool, and the infrared sauna triggers this better than anything else. Lots of other great benefits with this, from triggering growth hormone release, from developing heat shock proteins, a lot of cool things there. But the detox benefit is what we're going to focus on here. Now, this isn't the first step. The first thing you want to do is take niacin, vitamin B3. This is a cool thing, and yes, you do want the kind that causes the flush to happen because that is part of this detox protocol, but specifically niacin triggers lipolysis, which is the bursting of fat cells. Thus, when these fat cells that hold toxins burst, the body can begin to flush those things out of us. It can be a little bit uncomfortable to sit in a sauna after having a massive flush, but that's part of the protocol. When you're starting out, 250, 500 milligrams. If you're doing this day after day and really working to go harder, then you can move up to thousands of milligrams or a gram, 3 grams, 5 grams at a time. So you take the niacin, you allow that to start working, then you want to do some sort of exercise. The ideal form of this is the rebounder. That is one of those little mini trampolines. The reason for this is you're triggering the lymph fluid of the body to move. Now, that we have lymph fluid all throughout our body, but it doesn't have a pump or a regulator like the heart is for the blood. Movement is what triggers this going. So you're causing destruction of fat cells in order to get that stuff moving so it can get removed out through the skin. As we're working with here, you need to trigger movement. Bouncing on a rebounder is going to work better than just about any other form of exercise. You can go running, biking, that sort of thing. That certainly works, but rebounder is best. Do this about half an hour, then get in the sauna, and all that lymph is moving. It's going to continue to move to some degree. It's flushing that stuff so it's ready on the skin. It can be released at this point. Now sit in the sauna, crank up the heat as high as you can go. It's going to trigger all that sweat. Try to remove it off. Don't use the same sort of towels you might use other times. You want to clean them well after this, but can be very powerful. I've heard stories of people literally like green ooze coming out of their skin. All kinds of crap is going to get released this method. Now there's one final step after you're done with this, and of course you're drinking a lot of water along with the whole process to help flush everything out, is some of that stuff isn't going to get all removed from the skin. And in fact, as it's circulating around the body, some of it may get into the digestive tract. Through the stool, you also remove fat-soluble toxins. So something that can help do this so the body doesn't reabsorb them is taking activated charcoal once you're done. And anytime you take activated charcoal, you want to take a lot of water with that. That's going to help. These molecules can cling to basically heavy metals, other sorts of toxins, help remove them from the body. So things don't get sweated out through the skin. They get into the digestive tract. Your body can help eliminate them that way, and the charcoal is just going to help you do that as well. So 4 different steps in this process. If you do this thing, do it every single day for a month, you are going to be much more detoxed than you were beforehand. Or even if you're not doing it that often, you can just do that sort of maintenance thing. Do this every once in a while, once a month or something like that. It can be a great way to just upkeep your health. And as you are moving forward and being less detoxed or more detoxed from all these endocrine disrupting chemicals, heavy metals, this sort of thing, then your body's going to be running much cleaner. You're going to get even better benefits from the herbs, though maybe on a more subtle level. So definitely give this a shot, and if you want to take some herbs after this or before, it's even better. So Logan Christopher, Superman Herbs, signing out.